Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel and welcome to the holiday season. I just posted on my blog the 2025 Crafters Gift Guide that I kind of put together, and I have 10 products that I recommend for gift giving for a crafty friend of yours or even yourself. So if you're looking for, to have somebody buy you something for Christmas and they're not sure what to get you as far as, craft supplies are concerned, this is a great guide to kind of look at and maybe get some ideas from. So the gift guide is kind of a mixture of all different kinds of crafts. So there's a little bit of something for everybody there. So I wanted to feature a couple of the gift ideas from the list here on the channel today that I was extra excited about. And this first one, I think out of all the gifts I listed, this is the one that I would recommend the most. This is the color cube. And I have talked about these before, and they just came out with a second edition of color cubes. So sometimes the color wheel makes me kind of nervous when I'm trying to pick colors for a journal or if I'm making a card or something like that. I'm never sure quite how to put the colors together. I kind of understand it a little bit, but I find it easier just to go through a magazine or just look at some colors that are already maybe in a sign or something like that and say, oh, those look good together, and get ideas from that. So this kind of takes the guesswork out of picking colors, these cards. So they're basically just color palette cards that make it easy to find, the colors you need for a project. So I originally had the original color cubes, and let me just show you what these are. So they're basically, I told you before, they were just color palette cards. So you pull a card out and you have the color palette on the front, and then you've got all of the hex codes on the back and the different hues and other options for the colors that are in the photo here. So this was the original. There were 2 boxes that you could get, and I purchased both of the boxes, and they're great. I mean, they're useful and they're great. They were great as they were, but if you go on the website, it's really fun I recommend watching the video. So Sarah, who is the creator, Sarah Renee Clark, she is great to watch because she is so enthusiastic about this product. And she goes through in a video about how she tried to improve the color cubes and to make them better. And it's so funny. All the patience that had to go through designing these are just, it's amazing. I wouldn't have the patience to do this, but she talks about just her process, and it's really interesting. So definitely something that you should watch. So what they did was, in the second edition, is they improved the cards as well as added 600 more color palette cards to the boxes. So there are a lot of new updates to the product. So let me go ahead and kind of tell you a little bit more about them. So these are the 2 cubes that I purchased. So now there are four color cubes. So I purchased volume 3 and volume 4. She's also coming out with an updated online version of the color palette so that you can kind of go in on a tablet or desktop and pick and choose colors that way. And it's kind of good for on the go. They're still updating it right now. So I think there's updates on the blog if you want to find out more about that. But in the meantime, they do have the physical cards available. So I kind of went on the website and took a look at how many new cards were included in each new volume of color cubes. And I made my decision to just buy the volume 3 and volume 4 because I figured I had enough of the same colors in the first 2 cubes that I'm just going to keep those. But I got the new ones because there's a lot of new products, new color options in these. So let me show you, first of all, what it looks like. So it's a really pretty box, and they updated the box in that it used to be cardboard and now it's made of wood, which makes it more sturdy. It looks really nice in your craft room too, because you've got these pretty colors on the front, and it adds to the decor. Even if you have a small craft room or even a craft space, they look really good on your desk, and it kind of adds a little pop of color to the room. But this is how they come. They come in a bigger box, and then you just you can pull them out here. But I organized this one, and then the other one I haven't organized yet. But so originally they never came with these little dividers, which I had always thought, I that was the most difficult part about using the original color cubes, is that I didn't have any category tabs. But it's great because these come with them, and they're sturdy cards that you can use as dividers, and it really helps you kind of pick your color families and kind of get in. And she organizes them kind of by style. So Majestic Mountains would be an example. So it's different mountain views and kind of the colors that are captured with that. So it's really nice too. So if you're kind of, depending on how you think about color, these, just the divider names can be helpful too. So that's the main difference that I really thought was a great improvement, was to have these little index cards. They don't come, you have to kind of put them in yourself. So they come loose. Let me show you. So you just have to put them in yourself, but it's nice because then you can kind of see all the options on the front of the card, and then on the back of the card, the pictures of the inspiration cards correspond with the number on the card. So you can easily find what you need from looking at the divider card. And then it has a little instruction card in the front, which kind of tells you how to use the color cube. But then it also works really well to keep your spot if you pull a card out and, you know, you want to go use it for something. And then you've got your bookmark here so that you know where to put the card back. So that's just kind of like a little thing that ends up being really helpful. And you can go on the website and kind of see the differences between the boxes, the new boxes versus the old boxes, as far as what's included as far as color palettes are concerned. So I also chose these boxes because I liked the names of the color palettes. I thought I would use those more. There's some pastel ones and some florals. I use a lot of that in my projects. So I thought these would be a really good option. So I wanted to show you a quick example of how you could use these cards. Like I said, it can be used for any craft that involves color, which is just about everything. So if you're making some kind of a junk journal or some kind of a project that you're kind of wanting certain colors for, say this journal includes pastel colors, you could pull a card like this and kind of see how kind of be inspired by the colors here. So this is definitely a card that would be a perfect inspiration card for this journal. So I love these pretty pastel colors, and you can kind of see how you can just get inspiration from just looking at the cards as they are, and kind of getting ideas from the photo as well as from the color combinations. And I like having a physical card. Like I said before, I just really like to hold something in my hand, just kind of look at it. And this is great too. I think these color cubes are great too if you're just kind of having a block and you can't figure out what you want to do for a project even. Just looking at the photos, just looking at the colors, you could sit and just flip through all the cards in here and just kind of be inspired, and then kind of then get inspired for your next project. So that's what's kind of great. These cards are good for all kinds of things as far as your hobbies are concerned. So if you're a knitter, if you're any craft that uses color, this is a great gift option for somebody like that. So knitting, sewing, paper crafting, painting, beading, anything like that. This is the perfect gift for somebody that does something like that. So I'll have a link down below to the website where you can purchase the color cubes. There's a lot of different ways you can buy them. You can just buy one cube. You can buy a bundle. There's different ways to purchase. So you definitely head over to the website and watch the video too, where she talks about how she came up with the color cube improvements. And it's just really interesting. So the second gift that I thought I was really excited about was this book by Martina Calvi. She is from Australia, and she is a writer, and she loves to junk journal. And so she came up with this book, A Year of Junk Journaling. And it's basically a book that talks about the art of junk journaling, as well as provides 52 creative prompts. So it can cover you every week of the year. If you're not sure about how to get started in junk journaling or what to put in your junk journal. And I haven't been journaling like I wanted to lately. I showed this journal I made months ago. This is kind of my tie, I forget what this is called, like a tie binding journal, and it's empty right now. I don't have anything in it, and I haven't had time to really sit down and just journal. And I thought this book would be a great kind of jumping off point to get me started on really thinking about things in detail and gathering memories and kind of putting them down on paper with embellishments. So this gives you all different options in the prompts for journaling. You can get to know yourself. I think she has like a favorite snacks prompt in there. That's a great idea. Something that you never think about, kind of getting to know yourself. It's a great option, or it's a great way to get to know yourself is by following these prompts. Maybe specific memories you don't want to forget. She's got a lot of prompts in there for that. And then she's got just some great photos in the book. Just some collage photos on, let me find something here, just of her, just a vintage ephemera, and it's just fun to look at, and it's just, again, inspiring with the colors and everything. So, and she just has some unique prompts that I've never thought about before in journaling. So I'm excited to kind of start off the new year with getting back into actually journaling in my junk journals. And the prompts include journaling, but it also talks about working with specific supplies too. So using up the supplies that you have, using up your stickers, using up, ephemera that you've saved for a rainy day or whatever that you just can't bear to do anything with. It's a way to kind of get stuff down on paper, get you using it, and get you kind of like using your supplies. So I thought that's a great idea for this book too. So this is a great gift for yourself or somebody else. So those are two of my favorite gifts from the list that I made. You can head over to the blog. I'll have a link where it's got a list of everything on there. I've included some old favorites. I always have this on my list, this Spellbinders magnet. They don't make it in this mint green color anymore. They just have the white, but this is a great gift for somebody. It's got a magnet on top of it, but it looks really cute on your desk with the diamond shape. But this is for people that die cut and that use little metal dies, and you can lose them all over your desk. So this kind of keeps everything in a group right on this little magnet, and so you don't lose the dies that are on your desk. I also have my little Sizzix Sidekick, this tiny little die cutting machine. I just love it. Anything little like this is adorable, I think. But this is great for just quick die cuts of, small things like hearts and stars and even sentiments. If you're just making a quick card and you have just a metal die sentiment, you don't want to haul out the big die cutting machine. This is great for those sizes of dies too. So this is the Sidekick, and they have a pink color now too. So I thought that was kind of cute. One other gift that I've actually had for a while, but I think I featured it a long time ago, just that I had purchased it, is a wax seal kit. This is a great gift for somebody. This wasn't that expensive. This was on Amazon, and it basically comes with everything you need to make wax seals. So you get the tea lights, you get a whole bunch of different colors of, it's like a wax-like product. With these little pebbles, and then you get a little tea light burner and a little spoon that you can put the wax over and melt it, and it tells you there's instructions on how to use it. And I've used it quite a bit and made some. It's great to make embellishments ahead of time, and you can save them for using in junk journals, or for people that like to use stationery and write letters a lot. This is a great gift for somebody like that. But it's really fun, and it comes with a little stamp here that you can stamp your wax seals. But there's a lot of options to purchase other ones of these, but I like the old-fashioned look of this, and you can just stamp right on your wax seal. But I bought a bunch of extra ones too, just of like leaves and flowers and things that I like too. So you can get those on, this is all on Amazon. But again, another really, really cute gift for somebody. And it comes in a little box like this, a pretty box, and you can just wrap it up and give it to somebody, you know, as a Christmas gift, hostess gift, anything like that. So just another thing that was on the list. Everything linked below. I will also have, I have an Amazon gift guide just of Amazon products in a little section on my storefront that I'll have linked. And then also Black Friday deals are going on right now. So I also have a little section of all my favorite supplies that are part of the Black Friday deals. Those kind of change on a daily basis. So I'll go in and kind of update things as they change, but you can go ahead and check those out too. So let me know if you have any questions. I know I had a lot of information here, but I was really excited about those color cubes. I just got them yesterday, so I wanted to get the video out and have you all take a look and kind of think about those for holiday gift giving. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video.